Welcome back. The 3-year-old daughter of a San Antonio police officer has rallied an army of family and friends by her side as she battles an aggressive cancer. And the family is left with no choice but to keep her comfortable in her final days. Eyewitness News reporter Henry Ramos met the family and has their story.
Can I have besitos?
Hey, I want a kiss.
She may be tiny, but Aria Valdez has a big personality. Since she was just 6 months old, Aria hasn't been what her parents say is normal.
She's never been able to be a kid. I can't take her to a park with other kids. I can't take her to birthday parties.
Her journey hasn't been easy, and her medical condition is even more complicated. After countless doctor visits, she eventually was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, which impacts the bone marrow.
She was only a year and like 8 months when she was first diagnosed, so it was hard because she didn't understand. She was just a baby.
After several treatments, everything was fine up until last December. The cancer came back. Throughout this year, the 3-year-old has had chemotherapy and even other painful treatments, but nothing seemed to be working. A couple of months ago, more bad news. A new type of cancer developed.
So with this specific leukemia, since it was so recently discovered, there's no treatment plans. It's so early that there's not even experimental treatments that they have.
So these two young parents are left with a tough choice on what to do with their only child.
As parents, you can't think of yourself. So it was more of
wanting to keep her comfortable and actually let her have fun.
The first stop, the most magical place in the world, Disney World, thanks to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They just got back, and the Valdez family is cherishing every second with their baby girl.
Even the idea of 6 months is torture, because that just means she'll be in pain for 6 months and almost defeats the purpose of what we're doing. There's not really a win here. It's just a matter of letting her do whatever she wants. So that's all you really can do.
Henry Ramos, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.
Well, this Monday there is a big fundraiser called A Year and a Day for Aria. Everyone's invited to celebrate every holiday, including her birthday. The details are posted on kens5.com.